Hi guys, welcome to The Bite. My name is Jackie. Today's video is on a very special dessert called Burbara. It's also known as snonille, but today, and how I know it since I was a kid, it's Burbara. It's made December 4th for Middle Eastern Christians to celebrate St. Barbara's Day. Snonille, which is essentially the same dessert, maybe just slightly different toppings, is made when a baby pops their first tooth, and it kind of represents the sort of textures that the babies can bite into, and it's made as a celebration dish for that. But I've always known it as Burbara, and this is how I've always known to make it. It's a very warming dish. We really make it throughout the holiday season. You might hear my daughter in the background. Baby girl's not feeling her nap today. It's all good. So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. So I have my Burbara right here. You can see them in there. They're soaking in some warm water. These are peeled wheat berries. You want to buy them shelled, and that's just what you need for this particular dessert. I have some sugar, a cinnamon stick, some nutmeg, and some ground anise powder. So I've had these wheat berries soaking for about an hour, slightly less. But what I want to do is rinse these out, or drain them and rinse them, and stick them into about 4 cups of water and let it come to a boil. It's going to take about another hour, so this is kind of time intensive, not labor intensive, but it just takes some time, but it's good because you can be doing other things around the house, you know? So I just want this to boil until the water kind of thickens. Then, and I'll also let it boil with the cinnamon stick. So drain, rinse, put it on to boil with 4 cups of water with the cinnamon stick. And then once the water thickens, we can add the sugar and the spices. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you what it looks like once we get there. So the wheat berries are fully cooked. All I did for this was I put the rinsed and drained wheat berries in water, about 4 cups of water, let it come to a boil, and then lowered it to a simmer. I did this with the cinnamon stick as well, and you'll see that the cinnamon stick has kind of opened up and collected all those wheat berries, and it fills the house with the aroma. That's the part that I love because it's very holiday-ish. So now at this point, the water has thickened. I'm gonna add my spices. I'm gonna add my sugar. You can add white or brown sugar. I just always made it with brown sugar or white sugar, as well as something that I did not mention in the beginning, which is the golden raisins. You can use these as toppings, but what my mom always did was cooked it in the last 10-15 minutes or so, and it allows the raisins to kind of plump up and collect all that juice that's in there. I'm salivating just thinking about it. It's so good. So I suggest to do this now, but you could also use it just as the topping. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let this cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, and we are ready to serve it up. So the Burbara is done. The sugar has dissolved. The raisins are nice and plump. It's thick. It's ready to eat. I'm just gonna discard this cinnamon stick. It's done its job. So now it's time to serve it up. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in a bowl. And these are the bowls that my parents always served them in, so I have to use them too. This looks perfect. And now you can top them off. I like to use some coconut, shredded coconut. These are some of the traditional toppings. Some slivered almonds, pistachios, and usually some pomegranate is really good on here too, but I don't have any. But it's just also a nice pop of color. But this is so reminiscent of my childhood. It's very nostalgic for me, and it's so warming, perfect for this time of year. I'm going in. My daughter wants some. It's so good. It's like our version of oatmeal. It kind of has that kind of feel to it. If you wanted to modernize it too, you could add some white chocolate chips in here, but I am sticking with tradition today. This is how I've always eaten it, and this is totally meal preppable too. If you want to save this and store it in the refrigerator, which should go in the refrigerator, to reheat it, you're just gonna wanna add a little bit of water just to kind of get the juices flowing again and make it the consistency a little bit thinner. But you could portion it out, and it's perfect for breakfast, even a dessert. And my mom would always say, in the day we didn't eat chocolate candy bars and what do you guys eat for dessert today, cookies and stuff. She said this is the kind of stuff that we would eat, the dried fruits. Basically what they would have on hand, they would just turn it into a dessert. And this to me is like home. It's very homey. So I really hope you give this a try. Happy Eid al-Burbara, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for some more. For the full ingredient list and the directions, click down below on my blog and it'll take you right to that page. And follow me on Instagram, _thebite. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post some new videos. And enjoy the holiday season. Thanks for watching, guys.